Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, as promised, Alhamdulillah, we will continue. In the sixth video, we did mention before that in this video, we will actually just know what is the benefit of the last four videos. That means the things we have learned, the ayahs we have seen in the fifth video, we will just go through them once again, but we will only talk about some benefits that you will get. We have almost learned, you can say, if you're talking about basic Arabic, we have learned, Alhamdulillah, a lot, a lot. To be honest, a lot. That Muslim church is very important. And if you're talking about, but there is still a long way to go. And if you're talking about the whole Arabic language, we have learned almost nothing. But yes, we have learned some stuff. But that stuff is enough to show you some stuff. I don't know if you will be impressed or not. Even with these little things we have learned, let's just see how we can use them. So the first ayah was Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, but today it will be different. Today we will not talk about Bismi, today we will talk about these two words, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. You see, we have learned that there are three kinds of words. Of course, somebody who didn't learn will not know if it is an ism and fi'l and harf, but we can say that it is ism, right? We have not learned harf yet and fi'l yet, what is verb, but let me tell you that we know that this is ism. So if you can know that this is ism, first, if you see the translation, you can say it is ism, right? You don't have to learn. For example, if you have watched the last video, the first video, or the second one, I don't remember actually, you do know that the ism is a name of anything. So if you see the translation, you will know if it is an ism or not. And when you will know it is an ism, you will remember the definition of ism, and that is, it is a name of something. What is a verb? It is stuck in time. It is either in the past or it's the present. What I mean is, verb is never permanent. You're either doing, you will be doing, or you have done it. It can never be permanent. Allah could have said that in the name of Allah, who is being merciful, being Ar-Rahim, being Ar-Rahman. Or Allah could have said that being starting with the name of Allah, who was merciful, who was Ar-Rahman. He could have used the past verb of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and he could have used the second verb, that is the present one. But Allah uses noun, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, because it's always there. Now, of course, in Akhirah it will be different, but in the world, from the beginning until the end, it will always be there, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. So it's not a fail. Tell me, can it be a fail? Of course, if Allah wanted, He could have used a fail. But He didn't, because it's permanent. We almost know nothing, to be honest, but still, you can understand this, right? I know for some people it's not enough, but I hope you're satisfied. Okay, once again, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Two things here. First thing is this Alhamdu. Once again, Allah uses noun, Hamdu. Allah doesn't use the verb, because whether you say it or not, the praise and thanks, Hamd means praise and thanks. The praise and thanks will belong to Allah. It was on the past, it is also in the present, and it will be in the future. So Allah doesn't say to the in the name Alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks is being, or all praise and thanks was to Allah. Allah said all praise and thanks. The Al here is actually setting up this all praise and thanks. That means absolutely all praise and thanks, not a single one spared. This Al here is completely owning all praise and thanks. No one to spare. Is to Allah. You see, you can never understand this in the translation. Because in no, almost, yes, in the Muslim tongue you will find all praise and thanks. That all actually came from this Al, but Al doesn't mean all. Seriously, believe me, Al doesn't mean all. Al means the. So the translation should have been the praise and thanks. But if you write the praise and thanks, nobody will understand. The praise and thanks? What are you talking about? How can praise and thanks be the? This actually means all praise and thanks. So it's in the translation, but if you see the Arabic, it's mind blowing. Another word I would like to talk about is this alamina. If you hear the recitation, what will you see? Sorry, you cannot see a recitation. What will you hear? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Mean, in. So somebody is like, oh, it's a majroor, it's an in, singular majroor, right? Because it's in. But what is it in the reality? Remember that Jannatani? What is it here? Alamina, ina, una, ina, masculine, plural. All the universe, and once again the al. You see, again the al. Absolutely all universe, mankind, whatever there is, not even a single drop of atom, sorry, an atom or an element, nothing spared. All of them, all. Allah didn't even use the singular, He used the plural, all, and He also added da. That means absolutely every single, sorry, it's every single thing. Every single thing belongs to. So in the Arabic translation, it's actually very, very powerful because there's al here and there's the plural used here. But if you read the translation, Allah, all praise and thanks belongs to Allah, the Lord of the mankind. Yeah, 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 Lord of the mankind. Rabbi, Alamin. But when you see the Arabic, you can understand how strong it is. Because Allah could have said Rabbi Alameen of the Alameen. No, Rabbil Alameen. And the ina is what? It's a very little. It's not a lot. Because if you learn more, you will find a lot, like negation. But we have learned nothing, but still it can give us a lot. This is really a lot. Really a lot. The word I want to focus here is zalika, not the kitab, the zalika. You see, zalika means that. You can see it here. But check on a normal Quran translation. You will never find that. You will find in the translation it is said, this is the book in which there is no doubt. Right? But what is here? That. The word for this is haza. Allah didn't say hazal kitabul raiba fi. Allah said zalika. Zalika means that. But if somebody writes in the translation, that is the book, and somebody who's reading the Quran, that is the book what you're talking about, then what is this? They will not understand. So the writer has to write, this is the book. But actually, the word used is that. And why that? Because it's pointing to the Quran in the Lahim Mahfuz. We all know that Quran was not written in the beginning. It was spoken. It was words. It was spoken. It was recited. Later on, it was written. So how can you call it? You don't call a man is telling you a story. This happened. This happened. This happened. Oh, that's a nice book. You don't say that. Then which book is Allah talking about? Because there's no book yet. The Quran is not written. So where is the book? This kitab, Allah did say, Al Kitab, where is the book? That is the book. The one that is written there. You don't know, but Allah knows. That is the book in which there is no doubt. That is what I'm reciting. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has recited. Allah has sent down. Mind blowing. I don't know what it's to you, it's just mind blowing. And I was really shocked when I found that Zalika. Because I always read this is the book. Okay? So that was for Zalika. There is not much here, but still I want to show you something. We have not learned anything like this. Kila. This is a verb. Kila, and it is actually passive. You can see it was said. Kul means said, but Kila, it was said. That means Allah is not mentioning who said it. Enter paradise. Of course Allah said it, but He purposely you can see here, passive, right? He purposely kept the speaker hidden. Who said it? We don't know. It was said, enter paradise. And we also did mention Jannatan, Jannata, which is feminine because there's a ta and it's a non-living thing. And there's actually a lot more, but we have not learned it. You can see the alamuna here. Sorry, yalamuna. This is actually a verb. You see, it's a verb. So verbs also have a same kind of ending thing, the ending of the verb, but the verb also have a starting thing, unlike the noun. Okay, we'll learn that later. Relax. So not much from here. The next one. This is very clear because when you will hear the recitation, you will hear Maqama Rabbihi Jannatan. The reciter will not say Jannatani unless he is reciting the next ayah also. In a normal recitation, you will hear Jannatan and you will be like, oh, Jannatan, singular, nasab, Jannatan. Unless you see the text which actually says Jannatani, but since it's the last word, it's tan. But actually it is Jannatani, two gardens. Allah actually was talking about Jahannam. And all of a sudden he said, but for him who fears Khafa, for standing in front of his Lord, are two gardens. Not one, two gardens. For who? Those who fear. Fear what? Standing. Standing in front of who? His Lord. Allah talks about Jahannam and then says, this is Jahannam, but if you're afraid, then for you, there are two gardens. Subhanallah, but you will think like Jannatan, oh, one garden. No, two gardens. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. So this is just a little, very little. Somebody who have learned the 4 videos we have created will know that this is of course a dual because there's Ani. We have learned this very perfectly so far that in the chart it is completely like the Muslimani. Tani, even though it's an object, it still follows and you can see the proof in the translation. There's two gardens written, it's clear. So that's a little example of the things we have learned a very little things. You know, we just started ism. We didn't even complete in number gender completely. We'll do that later. But we did say that it's an easy Arabic short course. So that in this course you will learn a little thing, but very, very advanced. Like, how can little thing be advanced? We did give you a chart. Remember the Muslim chart? But normally in Arabic, they will not give you a chart in which there will be dual. The dual is usually neglected and they will take a lot of time to do the chart. But I just made one video of that chart so that it's completely up to you. I want to make it easy, and if you put an effort, you can easily learn a lot. If you don't, you will learn a little, but that will still be very helpful. That is my intention here in this course. I don't want to give you a pressure. I want you to learn a little and get a lot of things. Like you get this one food, but it completely fills your belly. You don't have to eat anything else. That's what I'm trying to do, inshallah. I don't want to like, you have to learn this, you have to learn this. No, learn these things in a little process, slowly, but enjoy a lot of things. Like we have checked out 5 ayahs today, and we could explore a lot of things. And you can open the Quran and you can find which is pair, which is because in the translation you will see that the pair is made singular, Zalika, that is become, it has been translated as this. Because if you write that is the book, nobody will understand. Huh? That is the book which you're talking about. So please, and inshallah coming up next, as we promised, inshallah it will be there, the vocabulary, and we will also upload pronouns. That means we are getting to the main stuff of the Arabic. Pronouns will help you a lot because they appear a lot of times. They appear a lot of times in the Quran, and you don't actually make a sentence without a pronoun. Almost every ayah has a pronoun. Not one, two, three, four, many pronouns, and there are some gems in the pronoun too. We'll discuss it, inshallah. Let that be a secret, and let us wait for it. So until then, once again I want to talk a little about this course once again, that we are not giving you a lot of pressure. We want you to learn little things and enjoy a lot of things. It is advanced, but there is more. There is also more, like we can discuss about number even in an advanced way. We can discuss about gender in an even more advanced way. But we will do that in the next course, inshallah, which will be advanced Arabic short course, easy advanced Arabic short course, which will inshallah come up next if I find that people are asking for it. If I don't, inshallah, we will upload it slowly, slowly. Everything can wait. But if it is benefiting you, it should be quick. I want to help you all. If it's working, then I want to speed it up. If it's not, then I'll just go in a normal way. Okay. So thank you for watching this video, and inshallah stay tuned for the next one, and open the Quran and find out. You can use your Islam chart, the Muslim chart, to know a lot of things. Believe me, you'll find it in the Quran. Assalamu alaikum.